Good morning, still morning. It's 10 to 5 UK time, and you have tuned in to JG's
And Irish
Fight
time,
Talk.
and Portuguese time, and South African time.
And you've tuned in to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. I'm here with my main man, Ender the Lion. How you doing, Ender?
I'm great. I'm after watching a great fight there. Benavidez and Ellis. Benavidez took it on TKO, and now I'm really looking forward to Chocolatito Gonzalez. I did. The other one didn't see the distance. I think this one will. Again, people are split on who they're giving it to. Barry McGuigan, I was chatting to him today on Twitter, and he's giving it to Gonzalez. But as you'd have seen in our prediction show, both myself and Joel, who always copies me, we went for Chocolatito.
No, definitely. I think he seems to have it. Real class fighter. As I say, they're both. It's going to be a great fight. It's going to be great, but I just think Chocolatito has the edge, and I think it's going to be a really good fight. I've literally just come from watching McCaskill versus Breakhouse, another really good fight. McCaskill literally just took it, so undisputed. Well, on the scorecards, like 98 to 90.
It just took it. There were very wide scorecards.
It was very wide. But yeah. Thanks for joining us. If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Check out all the content. There's some great interviews, watch-alongs. Quick Predict, which was our new show we started this week, which was an absolute laugh. That's going to be happening every fight week.
How did you do in your ladies' Quick Predict? So
yeah, I got the winner, but not the right.
Yeah.
So We've picked the winner in each fight so far. So tonight would be full house.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we're either both going to get it right or we're both going to get it wrong because we've gone for the exact same result. So
we'll get it right. So, but yeah, I know. Hockey at 5 to 5 in the morning. So before we go into the fight, we're going to have some of this. So you've tuned in JG's Fight Talk. You're joining us for Estrada versus Chocolatito 2. Just started in round 1. Chocolatito, 52 fights, 50 wins, 41 knockouts, which is unbelievable. Estrada, just as good, 44 fights, 41 wins, 28 knockouts. These two are literally going to go at it, and you're joining us now. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go of round 1. So,
yeah, Estrada is definitely coming out fighting, as always is with the challenger. Not challenger. They both have got titles. Sorry, for unifying this. Chocolatito, not on the back foot, but still commanding the center of the ring. So it's good.
I think it's for the WBC World Superfly and WBA Super World Superfly. So it's
on the Ring magazine.
There's a lot of supers in there.
And the Ring magazine title is on the line as well.
I tell you, Estrada's got some shorts on, hasn't he? Blimey.
Yeah, I bet you they're the kind of shorts you'd wear now boxing.
I don't know. I think they are slightly out there, aren't they? But why not? Do you know what I mean? Why not?
It's cool.
Dazzle your opponent.
Yeah, bling. You gotta have the bling, man.
Yeah, there's bling, and there's looking like you've got tin foil wrapped around your legs.
Would you be?
But Chocolatito's sort of, working the pace early, isn't he? But they're sort of standing toe to toe, really, aren't they? It's a case
Estrada's moving
early on.
Yeah, Estrada's moving in and out, getting in there. Chocolatito is kind of staying in the center of the ring and picking his shots, but Estrada is moving in and out, and well, now he's not. They're, again, as you said, they're toe to toe. Maybe you're a little bit ahead of me, but no, it's been a good opening round.
Yeah, definitely. definitely. Sort of 30 seconds to go.
Yeah.
They're just both sort of stamping their presence, as it were, in the first round.
But Estrada for me is the busier boxer.
Yeah, he's moving in and out a lot more.
Yeah.
He's trying to push the fight.
And he's throwing more punches as well,
Yeah.
Then
Chocolatito,
he is the younger fighter, so
trying to feel his way in, isn't he, Chocolatito?
Yeah,
really?
yeah. Well, Chocolatito is he's not going to burn up all his energy in round one, and yes, I'm definitely giving that round to Estrada. So 9 for Chocolatito, 10 to Estrada. What say you, Joel?
To be fair, Estrada was more active, and he was forcing it, which is kind of random for the first round, really. But at the
I
same
just
time,
think he's just trying to stamp his presence on the fight. Say, I'm in charge.
Because he lost. Did he lose the first? Chocolatito won the first one. So
yes, Chocolatito won the first fight. Sorry, I thought I meant the first round of the first fight. I was going to go, oi, that's really stretching. Chocolatito did win the first fight between these two guys, so it's good.
Just to say, if you've literally just switched on, welcome to JG's Fight Talk. Great announcement just before this all kicked off was Demetrius Andrade
I'm
versus
just going to
Liam
pop
Williams.
over to my computer. I'll be back in a second.
That's all right. Versus Liam Williams, which is going to be April the 17th. It's really, that'll be a great fight. I think Liam Williams is going to really, he's going to go for that, and I think that'll be a really good fight. Let us know below who you think is going to win out of Andrade and Liam Williams. Let us know. Also, we had the sad news earlier, the passing of an absolute boxing legend, marvellous Marvin Hagler, passed away. His wife put out today, age 66. He'll be missed. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to the family at this very sad time. And as you say, one of the four kings. He's already gone down in the history books, but
absolutely. I mean,
his legacy will live on. So big shout out to the family, and
Oh, Estrada is really.
You've got the whole of the boxing world in your corner with you. So
yeah, Estrada is really, really, really coming forward here.
We've got Mark 37373737. Thanks, Mark.
Well, Mark, Joel's the man to answer that because he was watching that fight. Yeah, the shutout. I think Joel was surprised it was a shutout. To be fair.
Yeah, it was mad. I think it was 98-90 on one of the cards, which I had it closer than that. I had McCaskill winning it, but not like that. But like you say, you don't moan at the result. You moan at the you don't moan at the outcome. It's the scorecard, and that kind of takes the edge off it, doesn't it?
If the scorecard is right, I kind of ignore the kind of
But it was quite far out. And hang on a minute, we've got Mark 37373737.
You can just say Mark, I presume. I can't imagine there's too many Marks in the chat.
He's going.
And Mark suffered enough.
He's going Estrada points or late stoppage for me.
Well, as it goes, Estrada is winning round 2 for me as well. So I'm going to have a 2018 round for Estrada. And Mark, you're in agreement with great company there. Barry McGuigan tweeted me this evening when I asked him who was going to win, and he says it's a 50-50 fight, but he went Estrada on points. Myself and Joel have gone Chocolatito, but at the moment Estrada is winning this fight for me, and he's winning it 20-18.
Taking the first 2 rounds there quite comfortably, I'd say.
Yeah. But again, he's the guy that lost the last fight, so he's taking it to the victor, because obviously they're both champions. But no, it's tasty so far.
Yeah, as you say, there's a lot at stake in this fight. So he's just trying to dictate the pace early and say, look, you beat me last time, but I'm not having it this time. And it's always good to see, and it's always good to see that there's still that I'm sure they said it was about 8 years ago
Yes.
that these two really, incredible fight 8 years ago, and yet, Estrada's coming to this one to say, look, I'm not having that again. I'm not having that outcome. So just great to see, really. Chocolatito actually looks pretty tired in that corner.
Well, you would be too. I mean, what age is he? 42, is it?
Don't know if he's that old, is he?
Well, there definitely looks to be a big age gap.
Yeah.
No, he's not 42. I don't know where he got 42 from.
You're just chucking numbers out there.
I'm just kind of, make him older than me. 42.
It's like the old sort of Diego Costa thing, isn't it? Where you go, apparently he's 25, but last year he was 29, but this year he's 25.
Well, maybe that's the age of the blood that was in his system,
Oh, it's mad. But anyway, back to this. Round 3, 2 minutes 30 to go. You got Estrada in the black and blue trunks and Chocolatito in some really funky black and gold trunks.
You really are gone in on his trunks. I don't think they're that out there.
I've seen worse.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot worse.
I like them.
I love this. Mark has put, just call me Mark, IPTV, Joel.
That's all right. You can call me Al, Mark.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, Mark. Really appreciate it.
Especially this hard time for Liverpool Football Club when they're falling apart in the league.
Well, we won't go into that.
Because they're still in the Champions League, and we're at least we're in commanding position in our Europa League fixture.
But obviously, we got this fight today. Next week,
Chocolatito seems to be putting a bit more into this round.
Next week, we've got a Coley versus Glowacki.
I have to do something to my computer back in a second.
So we've got a Coley versus Glowacki next week. We'll be doing a live watch along for that as well. That's going to be one heck of a fight as well. It'd be great to see a Coley bring it back. But yeah, tell us your thoughts on this one at the moment. Good fight so far, but Estrada seems to be edging it, and he's Chocolatito's working his way into round 3 now. Minutes ago. Chocolatito's finding his feet. So Estrada, lefts and rights, some great combinations. It's one of those fights where you've got such a good weight class where it's just combinations and speed all the time, just constantly working. But at the moment, I'd say Chocolatito seems to be finding his feet in this one. Massive respect for the two of them, between each other. They've got huge respect for each other. Really good. As I say, if you're tuning in for the first time, welcome to JG's Fight Talk. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And check out some of my other content. We've got interviews, live watch-alongs. We've got review shows, prediction shows. Yes, it's all there. So just take a look. As I say, just hit that subscribe button. So we've just got to the end of round 3, and I'll give that to Chocolatito ender.
Yeah, I'm also giving it to Chocolatito. My computer decided it was going to go asleep because even though I had the charger plugged in, the charger decided to stop working. So I just had to swap chargers. But yes, I'm giving that to Chocolatito, and I don't see any reason not to.
As I say, this is the fun of a live watch along because anything can happen. I've had the cat has literally sort of been.
I thought I heard the cat earlier. I was like, are you trying to be like Ian Hislop on Have I Got News for You?
We've got 4 cats, so it's wherever they want to go, to be honest.
I've got 1 cat.
Yeah.
And
they're on a mission.
I think
they see me up in the morning and they think, it's breakfast already. And it's like, no, it's not.
Right, we're into round 4.
Yeah, good fight so far. And actually,
I'm enjoying this fight now because
if you get a chance, we did a live stream, didn't we, on the last one. Ender did Ellis versus Benavides on the same stream that I was doing McCaskill versus Breakhouse.
Oh, they're really
What?
swinging, throwing big bombs at each other now in round 4. This is great. Sorry for cutting across.
No, not at all. Not at all. Jump in. As I say, it's
This is tasty. Oh,
Chocolatito's finding his feet now, isn't he?
absolutely. He said, right, son, I've given you the first 2 rounds. Now you're going to
Yeah.
feel the pain. And
Now I'm
he's,
going to nick the next 2, basically.
well, there's no nicking. He's absolutely, oh, so Estrada's been told to
Yeah.
keep it up.
That was a bit low, that one.
It was.
Chocolatito seemed to just walk it off, really.
Oh, indeed, Chocolatito didn't have a complaint. The referee instigated. It wasn't like you see some boxers now. If they touch
good
their,
reffing there. Good reffing.
if they touch their band that's around their navel, they're going mad. Whereas here, Chocolatito is like, come on, let's. Oh, that was low. That was low from Chocolatito, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So obviously, that's the way he does it. You hit me low, I'll hit you low.
Yeah, no, definitely.
The rules of the street.
I think I remember watching, going back to when I watched Ricky Hatton versus Costa Zoo, and there was one where Costa Zoo absolutely hit him with one of the dirtiest low blows I've ever seen. And the ref went, look, calm it there or I'll take a point. And then Hatton absolutely levelled him in the nuts afterwards and said, well, he did it.
Yeah, very Ricky Hatton. This is wonderful. This is just throwing leather at each other. I'm really enjoying round 4.
I have to say, I didn't expect this early on. I thought it was going to be a case of who could outbox the other person. And they're literally leaving it all out there, aren't they?
Absolutely. Like, as I said in the preview show or in the prediction show, these guys would fight in a phone box. Like,
Was Chocolatito hurt there, or does he just stumble back a little bit, didn't he? Oh, some great body shots by Chocolatito.
I thought Estrada was the guy that went backwards. Yeah, Chocolatito, I think, did go back first. But I think, it's...
Sometimes it's momentum, isn't it, rather than...
Yeah, it is, because they're both going so fast. Like, and
yeah.
Who have you got for round 4?
It's a difficult one, but I'd say Chocolatito.
And I would also say Chocolatito. So fair play. So yeah. I have it now even after 4.
Yeah, no, that was a good round actually. They're really starting to.
Oh, absolutely unload leather, because it was like Chocolatito just said, right, I'll see what you got for the first 2 rounds, and he turned up the heat in round 3, and Estrada came back in round 4 and matched them punch for punch. But I still see the more accurate work coming from Chocolatito. That's why I give him round 4. That's why we're 38 all.
Mark's just put loads of laughing faces on there, and I don't know what that's for. But
what's up, Mark?
Just to be fair, we're here to be laughed at and to enjoy. So we're glad you're enjoying yourself. We'll take that.
Perhaps he thought now, and I'm watching it back there. Perhaps he thought that Estrada won that round because on the replays,
yeah,
it seems to be pro Estrada. So,
well, that's it, isn't it?
What way has Mark got it?
Yeah, let us know, Mark. How are you seeing the fight up to this point? We've basically got it as 2 rounds each. So how do you see it, Mark? Stick it in the comments and.
Well, I could see.
Look, it's put Chock's best round.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. We're all in agreement, so that's good.
Mark, we'll let you have that.
So what was he like? Oh, Chock's really going. Oh, some bruising punches from Chocolatito there.
I'll tell you, he is working the body so well as well.
But even that hook, that left hook over the top that just smashed his face. Like
he's got some nasty right uppercuts as well.
Yeah.
Oh, he was laughing about the Hatton talk.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
you hit me in the nuts, I hit you in the nuts. It was that kind of. But yeah, look, punches in round 4.
In Ireland, we call it the bollocks.
Estrada threw 100, landed 33. Chocolatito threw 120 and landed 34. 220 punches.
In the first 4 rounds.
4.
Oh, in round 4.
Yeah.
We gave the Chocolatito unanimously, the 3 of us. So I don't know.
Mark said he's got it 3-1 Estrada.
So he's only given the 4th round to Chocolatito. Okay, fair enough.
Well, as like we were saying earlier, it's one of those where it can go either way depending on what you're looking at. But I would say in the last 2 rounds, Chocolatito's upped it, and he's now forcing the fight.
Yeah. And how are you seeing round 5 going? Chocolatito, again, a lovely scoring punch to the face there from Estrada.
Like, it's going to be interesting.
Estrada's
see how Estrada reacts, really.
Yeah, Estrada's throwing a lot of leather, but the scoring punches for me are with Chocolatito. Yeah. And I'm giving that to Chocolatito, so I'm putting Chocolatito out in front. What say you, Joel?
Well, I'm still in round 5 at the moment.
Oh, so am I, actually. There's 30 seconds left. I don't know why I thought the round was over.
You just got into autopilot and you're going to start scoring stuff before the end of the round. That's the first time you've ever done that. That was...
Shut it. Oh.
So did you give that to? Well, hang on, I'm still watching it. What's going on?
I'm splitting rounds now, you know. So the first 2/3 of that.
I literally thought that yours was that far ahead of mine.
No. Now the round's over.
It is now, yeah.
And to save my own blushes, I'm sticking with Chocolatito. So
yeah, Mark, let us know what you've gone with.
Mark's giving it to his best friend Estrada. So
Mark's got to deal with Estrada, I think.
Aren't I a little bit bitchy this hour of the morning? He's going Estrada. So yeah, I have it 48-47 to Chocolatito.
Well, according to Rich's Boxing, he's just sent a message on here and he's put he had it at 2 apiece when it was 4 rounds. So,
like us. So Richie knows what he's talking about. You're either with us or you're against us.
Yeah, exactly. I'll ask him who won the last round.
Well, for me, the big scoring punches were round 5 were Chocolatito. So I don't care what anyone says. Chocolatito won that round for me. He won it so much, he won it with 30 seconds to spare.
Yeah. He'd won that round before we even started round 5.
He hadn't won it before we started round 5. There was 30 seconds left now. Don't exaggerate. I know what you Brits are like for exaggeration.
Oh, it's all good fun.
Oh,
but we're in round 6. About 2 minutes.
The cameraman, I think, is climbing into the ring because that's a really close shot there.
Chocolatito cuts the ring off so well, doesn't he?
Oh, he does.
Oh, here we go. Mark, he's gone 3-2 Estrada. So he has given...
Well, yeah, he's given Chocolatito that round. Well, at least we're all in agreement about 1 round. Well, more than 1 round. Yeah, because it's 49-46 to Chocolatito on Chris Mannix's scorecard. So he's even more generous to Chocolatito than we are. He gave the second round to Chocolatito.
I gave the second round to Estrada, to be fair.
Yeah, so we did. We Estrada 2-0 up, and then it was 2-2. And yeah, the last 3 rounds we've all gone with Chocolatito.
Yes, but another good fight, as I say.
Oh, this is a
we've been spoiled. We've been spoiled this morning, really. When you look at,
I'm telling you, and I hope you're all enjoying our spoils, following along on JG's Fight Talk.
Nice.
Not sponsored by Diet Coke, by the way. I have to pay for these.
Yeah, we're supported by Diet Coke and Lucozade, but we're actually sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. So
we're not supported by them at all. We have to pay for our Lucozade and our Diet Coke. By the way, if you're out there, Mr. Lucozade and Mr. Coke, send a few cans our way.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Give us a T-shirt and a few bottles, and we'll give you a shout out. But no, Estrada seems to be working back into round 6 quite well. So getting some good shots in there, but he's
Yeah, but
definitely throwing.
Chocolatito is getting the scoring punches for me still.
Yeah, he's throwing a lot more though, Estrada,
Oh,
isn't he?
he is. Estrada is throwing a lot more, but
Yeah,
the
but the
landing
actual,
scoring punches for me are
yeah,
with Chocolatito.
yeah,
Oh, he caught him lovely there.
cool. He's catching him a lot now,
Yeah, yeah. Like look
and this
look
is
at look
mad.
at the flurry of punches there, and I think Estrada is kind of he's kind of like the little lad, you know. He's just he's angry and he's throwing punches, but he's leaving his head a bit exposed.
It's mad because they're working at this level and at this sort of pace, and it's round 6. Do you know what I mean? They're only halfway through, and they are going it. And great fight, great fight
It
so
is.
far.
It's a wonderful fight, and there it is. That's the end of that round. And who have you
Eddie,
got, Joel?
I think Chocolatito won it, but I think Estrada threw more punches. But as you say, Chocolatito landed the cleaner shots, and I think that's what wins the round for him. But
Yeah.
it was a closer round.
I again like that. Like I said during the round, the clear scoring punches for me were Chocolatito. So he's 58-56 on my card. I think you're the same as me, aren't you, Joel?
No, I am. Yeah,
Good man. That's what I like to hear.
I've just had text message from Rich's Boxing, and they've said they've gone 3-all when it was 6 rounds. But he thinks Chocolatito's now edging his way into it. So yeah, we're all kind of sat at a similar sort of thing
We are
in
because
the
obviously,
momentum of
if
Chocolatito. Really,
I'm wondering what round Richie's Boxing gave out of 4, 5, and 6 to Estrada. Well,
yeah.
oh, they're just throwing leather now for fun. This is great. They're butting heads and they're going for it. It's great fun. This is the kind of boxing you like to see at
I was
5
going
a.m.
to
in the
I
morning.
was going to say before this, I saw a tweet from Eddie Hearn he put out, and he said that this is one of the best fights he has put on as a boxing fan, and now you can see why, can't you?
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, anyone was saying this is the fight of the year. You know, it was going. It had all the hallmarks to be fight of the year. And so far, I see no reason for it not to be. Both boxers are, going for it. They're accurate. It's
Yeah,
Estrada's full of enthusiasm. Chocolatito is slightly more reserved, but still flying at it. But again, he's scoring punches right down the drain pipe there. Chocolatito again for me. Uh,
it's just punches in bunches, isn't it?
yeah,
When you're at this weight, um, yeah, they've got the speed, they've got they've got the full works, haven't they? There's quite a bit of power in there, and yeah, just great shots. Mark is coming in again, 3-3, best round so far, brilliant action.
oh,
Yeah,
absolutely. It's cracking
completely
fight.
agree. Completely agree. I think we've got it. We've got it 4-2 to Chocolatito,
Yes, we do.
but yeah, it's one of those fights, as we say. It depends what you're looking at,
Yeah.
but at the moment, Estrada seems to be working a lot better in this round, though.
Yes, yes. I was about to say that. Now Estrada's caught him with some nice punches. But there now, look now, Chocolatito's after
Yeah,
throwing 3 wonderful punches. You know what I
it's
mean?
one of those where
Oh, this is absolutely cracking. But
Estrada seems to throw like 3 punches, and then you'll get Chocolatito who throws 4 punches.
yeah,
It's one of those, isn't
but Estrada throws more punches, but is less accurate. Whereas Chocolatito throws less punches, but is more accurate. So
it?
it's
Oh,
what you
great
want.
shot.
Do you want volume or do you want accuracy? You know.
Mm. Chocolatito just landed a great right hand there.
He did. It's. I'm just looking at him, kind of going, yeah. You're going to get this round for me now if you keep going the way you're going. For
Yeah,
Estrada,
20 seconds
for
to go.
Estrada's bursting his bollocks off and going, what have I got to do to win a round off these pair of schmucks?
Yeah, exactly. I think for me,
Oh, he caught him lovely there. That's what you got to do.
it's
Estrada
definitely an
caught him
Estrada
lovely
round.
with a left and a right, and they're
Definitely
straight down the
Estrada.
middle. So that's what you got to do. So on that finish, I'm going Estrada for that round.
Yeah, definitely. He yeah, really good that round. And there's a message, Sam Jones. He's put. It's just amazing, isn't it?
67-66 to Chocolatito. I have it, and I presume you have the same.
Yeah, it's just one of those at the moment.
Oh yes, there's
As
just
I say,
a beautiful right hook there from Estrada.
yeah,
And
that was
then the drain
really
pipe punch from
sweet
Estrada,
shot.
and another one from Estrada. Yeah, that was definitely an Estrada round.
He got three shots there, bang on.
Yeah.
But
there's Chocolatito's wonderful uppercut.
Yeah, really good.
And his left hook.
But Estrada, you know, he landed that uppercut, but Estrada got 5 punches in around that uppercut, which was amazing, to be fair.
It really was. This is a cracking fight. I'm really enjoying it. I mean, there's one round in it. I wonder now, because it's round 7, you know, who the guys have in front. They probably have Estrada in front, considering how they had it even. I can't imagine they gave round 7 to Chocolatito. But hey,
well, I think Mark's been cuddling Estrada since round 1, so I reckon he's
not going to go off him for that round anyway.
Mark's put Estrada for me 4-3, cracking fight. Yeah, it could go that way. That's the thing.
And we have the opposite direction, you know.
Yeah, but it's close.
Oh, it is a cracking fight. Like, I mean,
yeah.
It's all about the championship rounds, as the fella says. I can't believe we're in round 8.
Oh no, it's gone quick.
This is just flying.
But you know, if you're joining us for the first time, welcome to JG's Fight Talk. Yeah, hit the subscribe button. Check through some of the other content we got: interviews, live watch-alongs, quick predict, and we're going to do a review this coming week, aren't we, Ender, on these fights, because these have just been mental today. Brilliant fights.
And Mannix, I see, has gone with us. He's 67-66 to Chocolatito. So
as I say, if you're tuning in late, we had the announcement of Demetrius Andrade versus Liam Williams, which has been announced to fight on April 17th on DAZN. That's going to be, in my opinion, a really good fight as well. We'll be doing a live watch along for that. I haven't told Ender yet, but he'll be on.
If it's in the UK, it's probably going to be in Saudi Arabia.
It'll probably be in America, I would have thought.
Yeah.
And obviously the
Hearn wants to crack America, and he ain't doing it, Joshua. So,
of marvelous Marvin Hagler passed away at the age of 66. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family. A legend in and out of the ring, to be honest, a real gent, and you know, yeah, he's never going to be forgotten. Already cemented his history with the sport, but his legacy will live on. So,
yeah,
you know.
and the one positive thing you can take from his passing is the fact you're going to see so much of his fights.
Oh, incredible!
Absolute incredible fights. The first round, Hagler Hearns. I mean, I was watching it there beforehand, and it was lethal. I mean, you think this fight's good. You bring up just super middleweight, and you have absolute bombs being thrown, and they're not even flinching. Like, it's immense. What grade 4 warriors they were at the time, you know. So one fallen soldier, but you know, he will live on in eternity for all boxing fans. So we've reached the end of that round, and it was a very close round for me, and on the basis that yes, Mannix does have Chocolatito one up, as do we, but I'm going to give that one to Estrada. So I'm evening it up.
Eddie Hearn has literally put on it. He's put "holy shit" to basically say this fight has got everything. And to be fair, it has.
It has. Considering the trash he used to try and sell his real fights from, this is the kind of stuff that really
he's just put on here. Wow, he's put amazing. Got Chocolatito winning this, but he's starting to look a little tired. How are you scoring it?
Yeah, and that would be right. That would be something I'd be agreeing with, considering I gave the last 2 rounds to Estrada, and now I have it 76 all.
So let's have a look.
How did you score the last round, Joel?
other people are putting. Look, all I know is these men deserve millions. You know, Ian McGuigan, he's got Chocolatito up. We got Patrick Healy, 4-3 for Chocolatito, but Estrada won the last two. That everyone's sort of saying a similar.
Yeah, well, I mean, but I had 4-3 at that point, and now I have it 4-all after 8. So it's. How did you score the 8th-round, Joel, yourself?
I thought it was Estrada. I think it's a close.
It's such a close fight. And it's such an enjoyable fight as well. You know.
I just hope, and I really hope we don't get a draw at the end of this, because it's one of those where you want to see an outcome.
Yeah.
Mark's put 5-3 Estrada, and to be fair, as mad as it sounds,
it would make sense because he had Estrada ahead, and now we're giving rounds to Estrada. So obviously he's going to give those to Estrada as well. So that would keep Estrada ahead. So that seems perfectly, you know, congruent with our scores.
Punches through round 8, 777 Estrada, 824 Chocolatito. So that even that's changed. You know, Chocolatito's starting to throw more punches now.
Yeah.
So, but
whereas Estrada is landing better.
You know, we're in round 9, 1 minute and 20 seconds to go, and it's just one of those where neither guy are giving up. Well, not giving up, but neither guy are stepping back. It's one of those forward pace fights, isn't it? And great to watch.
It's like you're watching it in fast forward as well. They're just flying.
Yeah. And some really good power shots, like what we've seen in this fight.
And if you look at Estrada's face does look a bit cut up, you know.
It's starting to look worn, isn't it? So,
yeah, well, not cut up, but reddened, you know.
Yeah. I have to say, though, Estrada got picked up for that low blow. But Chocolatito's landed quite a few low blows, and nothing has been said up to this point. And he's hit him there quite a few times. But maybe it's just the fact that it's bang on the belt.
Well, Estrada's belt does seem a little bit higher, so...
Yeah.
Oh, that's a wonderful punch there by Chocolatito.
But hey, you know, we haven't got the ref's eyes on this. He's bang in front of both men. So,
exactly. You
know,
we're outside the ring. He's inside the ring.
It's great because it's one of those fights where it's at that weight where there's no clench, it's literally all out war, isn't it? It's a great fight.
Right, who do you give round 9 to, Joel?
Chocolatito.
So do I. Can we split, please?
This never happens. Let's see what's pouring in on the Twitter side.
So after 9 rounds, I'm Chocolatito 86, Estrada 85. So with 3 rounds left, it's pretty much as even Stevens as you can get on an odd round.
Sam Jones, he said Chocolatito 5-4.
Yep, that's what we have.
DAZN has actually put a tweet out saying, "Is anyone really surprised?" In brackets, no.
No, I mean anyone was saying this is going to be the fight to watch this year, and the men haven't disappointed.
A lot of people have got it 4-all.
Well, they're around behind because we're going into round 10 now.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what they're.
Yeah, but obviously, I mean, they're tweeting, and you'll see their round 9 tweets later. But now we're into round 10, so look at the fight, Joe.
But no, it's just great to see what other people are. You know,
never mind other people. This fight is great. You can look at Twitter later on.
6-3 Chocolatito.
But that's very generous to Chocolatito.
Yeah, personally, there's one round in this. It's that close, isn't it?
But for me, and even round 10, Chocolatito has really picked up the gas again. You know, and you know yourself, it's the championship rounds. So he might have been taking it easy there because I gave rounds 4 to 6 to Estrada. No, I didn't. I gave round 7 and 8 to Estrada, but Chocolatito has now come back in round 9, and
Yeah.
even in round 10, he's taken the center of the ring. So
He's putting his foot on the pedal again, isn't he? He's really starting to motor into these last couple of rounds. So, but I tell you, if you are tuning in for the first time, you
some
haven't
excellent
really
flurry of
watched it.
punches there from Chocolatito.
Yeah, definitely great shots. Left
Another
followed by the right.
another hook and another straight down the windpipe.
But yeah, it's definitely a fight.
And another scoring punch there from Chocolatito. Now Estrada is throwing things, but they're not landing. You know, whereas Chocolatito's punches for me are definitely landing. So
they're generally on the gloves, or you know they're not.
Yeah,
actually,
or on the arms. Yeah,
yeah.
they're not scoring parts of the body. There's the scoring shot for Estrada there, but I still think he's behind in this round.
Estrada holding the centre of the ring.
And now Chocolatito has taken it back.
Yeah, it's literally it's backwards and forwards, isn't it? The whole time.
Now they're in the phone box. Oh, a lovely hook there from Chocolatito.
Mark sent to us for a war like this. I'm glad Eddie said they got 1 million apiece. 100%. These guys are earning. They're earning.
This is one of the best fights that Eddie has ever put on in terms of skill level. It's up there so high. I mean, you know, it's brilliant. It's a great fight. Like, I mean, Chocolatito is just showing his class there for me.
There you go. Mark's got it 5-4.
Well, Mark's wrong. I'm going to make Mark really sad in a minute when I give the results of this round.
Yeah, as I say, if you're joining us for the first time, welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. If you're, as I say, tuning in, hit the subscribe button. We've got loads of content coming out soon. I'm here with my main man Ender, as always, joining me for live watch-alongs. We'll be here next week for the Lawrence Okoli versus Glowacki. That's going to be a great fight as well.
That's on earlier, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got a decent time for that one. But over the next few weeks, it's just picking up as boxing's really starting to come back in now, and it's great, isn't it, Ender?
Oh, I'm loving it. Like, I mean, I'll sleep tomorrow, except I have to get up at 3 o'clock to watch Ireland versus Scotland, and then fall asleep again when Arsenal play Tottenham, because how you can watch soccer after watching boxing and rugby, it's a tough ask. Now, who'd you give that last fight to? Round
Chocolatito won the round.
Yeah, so we're saying that 96-94.
He's literally, his accuracy is just so much better. Yes. So much better.
And that means that Estrada needs to win the last 2 to draw for us.
Yeah, and he is coming out like he knows it.
Yeah.
You know, round 11, 2 minutes 40 in. He's literally, he's coming out and he knows he's got to work now.
Yeah, he's definitely doing a lot more of the work.
Mark's come out, massive Chocolatito round, even 5-all. So yeah.
When Mark gives it to Chocolatito, you know it was a Chocolatito round.
But as I say, over the next few weeks, we've obviously got Okoli versus Glowacki next weekend. Followed by on the 27th of March, we've got Povetkin versus White. That's going to be a cracker. Really looking forward to that. That could go either way, I think.
The Rock of Gibraltar, huh?
Yeah, looking forward to seeing how it's going to turn out, to be honest.
And nothing about Sir Alex Ferguson's horse either.
On the same card, we've got Cheeseman versus Metcalf, going to be a really good fight, and Wardley versus Molina. Wardley, he looks really good, really good.
I hate to sound awful, Joel, but watching this fight and hearing those fights, I'm like going, eh?
Yeah. But then, to be fair, the weekend after that, Herring versus Frampton, which is one we are looking forward to.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's like that's going to be a 50-50 fight, and both guys are going to go for it, hopefully. Like, the 2 guys here are swinging leather. Chocolatito's come back into the round. holding.
Estrada for me though.
Oh,
He's working hard in this round.
Estrada's done all the work in the first 2 minutes. So I mean,
He's working hard in this round.
yeah, well, he knows he needs it. But Chocolatito is now catching him nicely, and he's catching him back. Yeah, no,
It's a very
I mean,
even round.
I mean, Estrada had won the start of it, you know, and Chocolatito has shown one or two good punches, but Chocolatito is just conserving his energy. Perhaps he knows he's ahead on the scorecards, you know.
Yeah. Or maybe he's just going to go for it in 12.
Well,
See
I
how
mean,
it goes.
you don't want to go for it if you're ahead because you don't want to do anything reckless.
No,
But,
but save that energy if you know what I mean. You don't want to.
yeah. But there you go. Look at Estrada throwing some excellent combinations there. Missing there because Chocolatito ducked out of the way. But still,
Cool, good shot there.
Estrada definitely the busier boxer in round 11. And with 11 seconds left, unless Chocolatito does something huge, Estrada's going to win this round for me.
Yeah, Estrada's won this one for me. Good round there for Estrada.
It really was, because he needed to come out and he needed to show, you know, and even finished with a flurry, definitely in Estrada round. So that's gone to 105, 104.
Yeah, good fight.
So if Estrada wins the last round, it'll be a draw.
Yeah, I really hope. Well, this is what we think. This is what we think.
Yeah, but I mean,
it should be. It should be.
No, but I'm saying, you know, I don't like to give draws, but if Estrada wins this round, then it is a draw. You know, I mean, on the balance of probability, I mean, you know.
How do you see, before they come out, how do you see this last round going?
Well, I think Estrada's going to keep putting on the pressure because he needs to. He needs to win this round. Whereas Chocolatito just needs to.
Will he do just enough?
Well, he needs to do more than just enough. Because if he's not as busy as Estrada, he's going to lose the round. And then they'll bring him to a draw. Oh, Heaney's gone one. Heaney gave that round to Chocolatito.
Chris
Mannix, sorry.
Is 106 to 103, and he's given the last 3 rounds to Chocolatito.
Yeah, but we gave 2 of the last 3 rounds to Chocolatito. I mean, if we hadn't given round 11 to Estrada,
but he's given a lot of rounds to, you know, he's given a lot of rounds.
He's only 1 round different to us, like.
Oh, hang on, Mark's coming in. 6-5, Estrada. You guys are off.
No, we're not.
I'll tell you, mate, we're off to bed soon. Believe me. I'm going to try and get an hour before my little one gets up.
I've got the children.
But 2 minutes left of this round, and I have to say, if you haven't actually watched it and you've got the opportunity to watch it back, it's been a great fight. And actually, when you look at the one before this, McCaskill versus Breakhouse, and you look at the one that Ender watched, you know, Ellis versus Gwen Diaz.
Somebody. His name's gone out of my head now because I'm trying to watch this round.
And yeah.
Oh, some
we've been spoiled.
Catching with some lovely punches there. For me, Chocolatito is just going, yeah, I'm just going to make sure in this round again, a lovely hook by Chocolatito.
You just got to do enough. But it's just out.
And another wonderful hook by Chocolatito, and another one, but he got caught there.
Estrada's not letting it slide. It's one of those where.
And you will notice there now, for all you're giving out about the referee, he did tap Chocolatito on the shoulder there for the low punch.
Yeah. Well, these two are literally lever for lever, aren't they?
Oh, brilliant. Excellent punches by Chocolatito. I think Chocolatito's winning this round for me.
Yeah. That exchange was fantastic.
It was really good.
But I have to say, credit to both of them. Absolute warriors.
Absolutely.
This is what you want in a world title fight. And these two are putting it all there, aren't they?
Not one of them has ever gone backwards, you know. They might have kind of simmered for a while, but they never went backwards. They never went running. They never went, jogging around the ring. They just stood there toe to toe. And
Whereas, as we said before,
nine,
didn't we? You look at their records. Their records speak for themselves, don't they? Just two guys that absolutely give it all. We go back to Chocolatito, 52 fights, 50 wins, 41 knockouts. Estrada, 44 fights, 41 wins, 28 KOs. That's incredible, these guys.
it is. So, Joel, last round, who'd you give it to? I imagine it's the same as me.
I would personally, great round, and I thought they both gave it all, but Chocolatito just gave it. He just gave it.
Well, I thought Chocolatito had the better scoring punches. I thought there was a little bit more desperation in Estrada. I thought Chocolatito won that round. And 115, 113, the new unified champion is Chocolatito for me.
Yeah. No, definitely. Great fight. Really good fight. As I say, if you're joining us for the first time, welcome to JG's Fight Talk. Really been spoiled this morning with fights. Really been spoiled.
So, if you're watching along, can you type up who you've got?
Yeah.
I know Mark has got Estrada, but anyway.
No, Mark has replied, and he's put Chocolatito round. I've got a draw. Fantastic fight.
It was a fantastic fight. It really was. And in fairness, we're only one round different to you, because had we given one round extra to Estrada that you didn't, I think it was around I think it was round 6 that you gave to Estrada that we gave to Chocolatito, then we'd have it a draw. So, it's a very close fight, but 115, 113, I'm going with Chocolatito. But again, a draw wouldn't be a bad result. I wouldn't disagree with it. I wouldn't say Estrada won the fight. I would say Chocolatito did, but a draw wouldn't be.
Ender, do you want to mute? Do you want to mute and then do the scorecards?
Yeah.
Eddie Hearn's literally put, "This is the best fight I've ever seen. Could go either way." So, yeah. Someone's put, "I wish it was a 15 rounder." That was Dave Caldwell. Some really, really good. A lot of people put sensational fight, and that's Luke at Sim Boxing. Shout out to Luke, great guy. Sam Jones has put 7-4 on the cards to Chocolatito. Someone's put 8-4 to Chocolatito. Yeah, absolutely incredible. Really, really good fight. Ender's literally just gone on mute for a couple of seconds just as they're doing the scorecards. Due to copyright, we obviously can't play the sound or anything like that. So it's one of those things. Ender, are you going to break it to us? You're still on mute. But yeah, I think the news has just come in that they've given it to Estrada, winner by split decision. His new record, 42 wins. 28 KOs. Well, yeah, Mark, I eat my hat, Mark, because you had Estrada up for most of the fight.
No, but you had a draw. But I'm just not
draw.
One judge scored at 117 to 111 to Estrada, and I don't know what the fuck he was watching.
Honestly, that's
just wrong.
There always seems to be one judge that goes so far off the scale. It's madness.
Because it was a split decision, and the middle judge had it 115 to 113 to Chocolatito. So he obviously was the correct judge because he got the same as us. And I don't know what the first judge. I don't know what the first judge scored it to, but he scored it because I didn't hear his score. But I'm sure it'll come up now.
Yeah. Hang on, I'll see if I can. But yeah, just going through the sort of Twitter. Sam Jones has put 117 to 111 Estrada. Go and suck my balls.
Well, I would agree with Sam because that's bullshit. You know.
Someone's put on here fight of the year. Yeah, a great fight. That's definitely set the bar. Definitely set the bar. A lot of people are putting that card was a joke. You know, one of the other guys, he's put 115 to 113 to Chocolatito. He said he can't figure it out. Oh, here's the scorecards, Ender.
Yeah.
113 to 115, 117 to 111, and 115 to 113. So they literally gave the first scorecard. Yeah, so it was 115, 113 to Estrada.
Yeah. So which is fair enough because you could see where
you can see that. You can see that.
See that.
But not
but I'm sorry.
111. That's a joke.
Just completely and utterly wrong.
Yeah.
But it does actually say though.
That 117 card's a joke.
It is a joke. It is a joke, Mark, and we agree with you. Like 115, 113 to Estrada, I wouldn't disagree with because obviously there was close rounds and there could have been rounds that went. So Estrada landed less punches, threw less punches, but apparently won how many rounds according to the Texan judge, of course. And Texas is very close to Mexico, but
117 to 111, wasn't it? That's wide. That's really wide.
That is a disgrace, is what that is.
But this is the way it goes sometimes. They've given it to Estrada. Maybe we'll see a third fight.
Well, that's it. I mean, now you have a trilogy because they've got one all.
And to be fair, I would watch that in a heartbeat again.
I would watch it in a heartbeat, and if no COVID, hello and hello, Mr. Credit Union, can I have a loan, please? Why? I'm doing up my garden in Las Vegas. But
no, yeah, incredible fight. As I say, we've been spoiled with fights this morning. If you're tuning in now, hit the subscribe button. Have a look through the other videos. But we've just done the other live watch along, which was McCaskill versus Breakhouse, and then also Ender was watching the Ellis versus.
I can't think of his name now because I haven't wrote down it begins with B in here. But yeah, no. The champ won
again. We've completely forgotten.
I've written down, but I can't read my own writing now.
So yeah, absolutely. Cracking fights. Here we go. Mark's literally just hate after a great fight where we're talking judges again. Yeah, it takes the shine off the fight really, and it does. Cheers, but really enjoyed it. Thanks, Mark. And,
well, Mark, we enjoy having you along because at the end of the day,
having that follow along where you
but myself and Joel were kind of the way sometimes you can be seen to be kind of tracking one fighter, and you were kind of Estrada had a round and we'd given to him. So it's good to get a different point of view. Like I said, I would not complain with a 115,
113, no.
113 for Estrada, but that wide margin was an absolute joke. But again, it was a split decision at the end of the day, 2-1. So that's really what we should talk about. And that seems a fair enough result. And I think everybody wants to see the third fight. It's 1-1, guys. Come on.
Like we said, it was one of those fights. It could have gone either way, really. But like Mark was saying, when he got to the end of the 12 rounds, he saw it as a draw. So when you have that, I was looking through Twitter. No one had Estrada winning. No one. There were some really outlandish cards that people were coming out with, like 8-4 Chocolatito, and but I realistically, I think there was literally one or two rounds in it. It was so close in the end.
Well, 8-4 wouldn't be that unrealistic. I think it would be a bit unfair, but it wouldn't be that unrealistic. But
Well,
117, 111 is a joke to Estrada. I don't care what anyone says. And I think everyone's in agreement. So, I mean, the only one saying is that Texan judge. And, I mean,
we've got Nostradamus fucking robbery. Well, there you go, mate. It certainly was.
Well, you didn't fucking predict that, Nostradamus, did you?
Yeah. Back up the bell tower. Yeah.
No, that's Quasimodo. Nostradamus was the...
Oh, he was the nutter that
prophet.
predicted everything, didn't
Yeah.
he? Wasn't it the end of the world and all that jazz?
Yeah. Oh, well, anything that you want to read in the tabloids, he predicted it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't even know who you were until Ender pointed it out. So
he wrote in riddles, so it can be interpreted any way you want. It's like Boris Johnson. If you say things vague enough, it can mean anything after the fact.
This is it. But as I say, brilliant fight.
Excellent fight.
Hit the subscribe button. Check out the content.
6 o'clock, John.
I know. We've done all right. We
have. But I'm sorry, but that fight went at 100 miles an hour. I was like, how is this round? It's over. Oh, my God.
But it was like when I was watching the ladies one, it just went... And then the next minute, we're on a main event, and it's like, bloody hell, where did that go?
Yeah, but in fairness, the ladies were only 2-minute rounds. These were 3-minute rounds, and they were flying.
Yeah.
No disrespect to the ladies, but you know what I mean? Like, to put it in context.
Yeah.
Because my first fight was good as well. The champ was dominant, and he got the stoppage in round 10. But the challenger, Ellis, really put up a fight. The doctor was saying, okay, he's okay to fight, but at the end of the day, Breeze turned it up, and he really just,
he to fight another day, really, isn't it?
The referee just had to intervene. But no, it was good, and it was enjoyable, and it was a great watch along with you, and I enjoyed it, even if we watched separately our first two fights. Yeah. Cheers, Mark. Tune in the next time. We're back next week with
we've got a Coley versus Glowacki next weekend, and there's quite a card, so we might do different ones for that one.
Subscribe to Joel's channel, and you're going to see some great interviews. I mean, Joel's got some really cracking interviews coming up, including with Jamal Herring ahead of his fight with Frampton in the Middle East. So that's going to be good. And
No,
I think it's time for me to go to bed and set my alarm for 2:30 p.m.
Well, as I say, I'm just going to end it on Demetrius Andrade versus Liam Williams, announced April 17th. Going to be a great fight on DAZN. And we'll leave on the note of he's never going to be forgotten. Marvellous Marvin Hagler died at the age of 66. He wasn't, one of the four kings for no reason. What a legend.
He was just phenomenal. I mean, and again, if you're going to see lots of it on YouTube, but just watch back that round one, Hagler Hearns. It's immense. It's on my YouTube at EFB Man, if you don't know where it is, because I've just I've retweeted it and I've watched it myself about 10 times before this boxing started. I mean, any of those fights, just watch them all. Hearns, Hagler, Leonard, Duran. You're going, and you will see what is wonderful about boxing when you watch those four kings, and every bit of respect to our fallen king Hagler tonight, but he will live in eternity in the boxing world.
Yeah, definitely. Our love and prayers go out to the family during this time. So, great to have you out on the Ender, as always.
Thanks for having me on. I really enjoyed that because it forces me to get up. Not that I wouldn't have got up for this fight, but it just makes sure I'm up and I'm alert and I'm dressed. Because I'd probably watched it in bed on my phone, and I'm glad I got up and watched it properly on HD and the big telly.
Brilliant. As we say, one of the scorecards a bit wide, but
hey, it just gives us an excuse to have the trilogy. So that's all.
Exactly. Roll on the trilogy.
Absolutely. Bring on fight number 3. We're 1-1, boys.
Ender, I will see you next weekend for Coley versus Glowacki. And thanks for tuning in, people. You've been watching JG's Fight Talk.
And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't.
Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. Hit the subscribe button. Check out the content. And we'll see you all soon. Thanks, Ender.
Cheers. Slán go fóill.